Class 12th D students, today I'll teach history. In history, chapter 3rd, kinship, caste and class. Now, there are certain subtopics which I am going to teach. Mahabharata represents all the aspects of public life of contemporary India. Second subtopic is about the authors of Mahabharata and the period of the creation of Mahabharata. Then I'll give short notes and economic changes between political and economic changes between 600 BCE to 600 BC, the difference between Kula and Jati, matrilineal, about God Indra, Dharm Shastras, then meaning of origin of Gotra. Now first about Mahabharata. There is no denying the fact that Mahabharata represents whole of literature and shows a very beautiful picture of all the aspects of public life of contemporary Indian folk. This epic throws the following lights on the life of Indian social life. 4 Varnas. Society was divided into 4 Varnas, and Varna system was not strict. There was no restriction on people to adopt their hereditary occupation. For example, Parshuram was known as a Kshatriya. Even he was a Brahmin. Although by birth he was a Brahmin, but he adopted the profession of a Kshatriya. Brahman's place in the society was not supreme. Second, status of women. Women had very good status in the society. They were highly respected. They had the right to select their husband through the custom of Suvamuas or custom of Swambar. Although this later on, status of women started declining, they were treated as gift and inferior position of the woman. Age of courage. Age of Mahabharata was an age of valor and bravery. Dying in the battlefield was considered very prestigious. People believed that one who dies in the battlefield goes straight to heaven. Protection of weaker section was also considered as an act of bravery. Social evils. Some social evils also existed in the society. Playing the game of dice, endogamy, polygamy, betraying the enemy were common things that prevailed in the society. Political life. Large empires, king was the head of the state and all the power of the state rested on his hands. In his hand there was no restriction on these powers. However, there were ministers to advise the king in administrative function, but the kings were not bound to accept their advice. King was the pivot of the whole administrative system. Life of kings. King used to live with great pomp and show. They had splendid palaces and used to adopt many titles. They had an ambition to become Chakravarti king. For this they used to organize Ashwamedh Yajna. There were many dancers in their courts. Drinking liquor and gambling were a part of their character. Economic life. Agriculture was the main occupation of the people. Even kings themselves used to plow the land. Land was very fertile. Animal rearing was another occupation of the people. Cow, bull, horses and elephants were important rearing animals. Religious life. Worship new gods and goddesses. In Mahabharata age, people started to worship new gods and goddesses except Vedic gods and goddesses, and some of them were Parvati, Durga, Vishnu, Brahma, etc. Believe in incarnation. People also believed that God takes birth in reincarnation of God in the form of man. It was believed that God Vishnu took birth in the form of Lord Rama and Lord Krishna, and people started to worship them all. Karma theory and reincarnation. People also believed in karma theory and in reincarnation. They believed that one has to face all of his good or bad deeds of this life in his next life or birth. Stress on yajna. People in the epic age greatly stressed on yajna. Many new methods of yajnas were started yajnas or rituals were started in this age. Actually, like any other epic, Mahabharata is an epic which shows a live picture of wars, forests, palaces, towns. Culturally, also Mahabharata is very important. This epic has given a content to sculpture, plays, and dance forms. Now, next, we will discuss about the authors and the period of Mahabharata when it was compiled. It is not possible for a single author to compose the entire Mahabharata. It seems to have been composed between 500 BCE to 100 CE. As a result, many episodes have been incorporated in it from time to time. Some of the stories mentioned in it were already popular among the people. As Mahabharata was written in a very long time, it seems as if no single author would have written it. Different authors. The following suggestions are given regarding the authors of Mahabharata. The original story of Mahabharata was written by Bhat Sarthis. They were called as Sutas. They generally accompanied Kshatriya warriors to the battlefield, so they composed poems to celebrate the victories and achievements of various warriors. These compositions were circulated through oral method. Next, from the 5th century, second point, from the 5th century BCE, the Brahma took over the story and began to write it in form of an epic. The story moved around the Kurus, as the Kurus and Panchalas had attained kingdom from chiefdoms. It is possible that these new kings might have wanted their history to be recorded and preserved in a more systematic way. Besides, old social values were replaced by new norms, so it is possible that such upheaval might have necessitated the rewriting of the epic story. Another phase in the composition of the epic tasks of Mahabharata started between 200 BCE and 200 CE. This was a time when the worship of Vishnu was becoming quite important. Krishna, who was one of the most important characters in the epic, was identified with Vishnu. He was a reincarnation of Vishnu on earth. It is said that when the evil increases on the earth, the god Lord Vishnu used to take the birth in the form of man, and Krishna was the reincarnation of Vishnu. To kill the evil, Vishnu is in charge of law and order. So in order to maintain law and order, he has to take action. Therefore, between 200 and 400 CE, many didactic sections resembling the Manusmriti were added in the main story. Originally, the text of Mahabharata had 10,000 verses, but after addition of didactic section, it comprised of 1 lakh verses. However, the enormous completion of Mahabharata is traditionally attributed to Vyas, a famous sage. Now, next is about short notes. Short notes, the political and economic changes that occurred in 600 BC to 600 BCE to 600 CE. There was an expansion of agriculture in the forest areas. It brought a change in the lifestyle of the people. There was an elite social group in the exports of craft and sculpture. There was an increase in social diversity because of an unequal distribution of property. The central story of Mahabharata is about two sets of warring cousins. This text also contains sections laying down norms of behavior for different social groups. The principal characters occasionally seem to follow these norms. The War of Mahabharata was fought between Kauravas and Pandavas. It was fought to acquire land and authority. Both the parties were related to the Kuru clan. The war was won by Pandavas. The difference between Kula and Jati. In Sanskrit text, the term Kula is used to designate families, and the word Jati refers to the larger network of kinfolk. The term Vansha is used for lineage, which means people living with each other and who have common ancestors belonging to same Vansha. Now next is about god Indra. Indra was one of the principal deities, a god of valor, warfare and rain. People worship Indra to have a rain so that agriculture may flourish. Even they worship for sun. Now, next is Dharm Shastras and Dharm Shastras. Brahmins laid down code of social behavior in great detail. They were supposed to be followed by Brahmins in particular and the rest of society in general. From 50 BCE, these norms were compiled in Sanskrit texts which were known as Dharm Sutra and Dharm Shastra. Manu Smriti. Now next is Manu. Manu Smriti was greatest scripture from all the scripture. It was compiled between 200 BCE to 200 CE by Manu Rishi, and it was the Hindu code of law to regulate the life of Hindus. Now, how did Gotra came into existence? The Brahmins classified the people into Gotras in about 1000 BCE. Each Gotra was named after a Vedic seer. All those who belonged to the same Gotra were considered as his descendants. Now, that's all.